Hello Topeka, Mirage here at Studio 509's new Raw, uncensored and unrefined. Today I'll be interviewing Mike D at his barbershop, one of our new local talented artists. Come on, let's find out what's new. Now we're inside with Mike. Mike, tell me, when did you first realize you had a talent for this genre of music?
What genre of music? Like pop or country?
What genre would you classify your music?
I was just giving you a hard time.
Good job. Good. Oh, we're on camera.
I don't know. Educated rap?
Educated rap. And who would you say influenced or inspired this style of music for you?
It's like a combination of three people, like T.I., even though he don't like T.I. I pull a little bit from him, and of course 50, you know.
Well, you obviously weren't listening to T.I. and 50 when you were growing up as a youngster and you first realized your talent, so who do you feel really inspired your musical talent?
Honestly, by the time I realized what they was actually talking about in the music, I was like 12 years old. A lot of guys, they act like they know what's going on when they ate, but they don't really know what those dudes is talking about. So by the time I got to the age where I could really like tune in and pay attention to what they was talking about, it was a Rockefeller era. So Jay-Z.
Well, that being said, what would you tell your youthful listeners who tune into what you have to say today?
Listen carefully. Don't just, take it at face value. There's a lot you can learn from it.
Definitely.
You just have to hear it.
Absolutely. Well, what projects are you working on currently?
Right now I'm working on the I Told 'Em mixtape. I call it a mixtape because I don't really own the beats.
Right.
I kind of just downloaded them. But I wrote it in album form because I don't know when I'm going to get a chance to do another. This is my first one. Like I said, it's called I Told 'Em.
I Told Them?
Yes, ma'am.
And this is your first mixtape?
First anything.
Wow. And when can we look forward to the release date?
I have no clue.
Mystery. We're just going to have to keep tuned, fellas.
Not necessarily a mystery. It's just, I don't want to tell you a date and not be ready. Right now, we're still working on it, finishing up, mixing down. Still needs to be mastered. Of course, the artwork's done already. We're just waiting.
Well, where can your viewers and listeners go to find out more about what it is you're doing?
You can come to Mike's, 1318 Southwest Huntington. And then Facebook. Call me, 785-506-5700. Don't think for 1 second that you can't. I'll tell you anything you need to know.
That being said, who are your target audience?
Anybody that's willing to give me a shot. I didn't really target anybody out. I kind of just went in there and did me. So I guess it's really up to the viewers to decide what kind of music they're targeting.
And of your own tracks on this mixtape, which would be your personal favorite?
They're all my personal favorite because like I got this problem. I can't sit down and just write music, you know what I'm saying? It's gotta just come to me. So all the songs that are on this mixtape, they all mean something different. And they all mean something, of course, but there is no just made up tracks or just random rhymes or ideas. No, everything means something.
Friends, followers, and fans. Now, which would you consider yourself having more of?
Friends.
Friends, and why?
Likable.
You're a likable guy?
Cause I don't really start too many problems, and that ain't really my thing. I always felt like, why beef with you when I can get $1 from you? So, I got a lot of friends.
So, do you consider your friends your fans?
No, because I really haven't given them anything to be a fan of right now.
Not yet. We're looking forward to that, though.
Right.
We all know that having haters comes with the territory. I know you said that you stay pretty docile, you like to keep it cool. What is your biggest way of keeping your mind on track and just putting all the haters to the side and staying focused with what you're doing?
I don't have no haters. People say if
It's
you
a very bold statement.
I know, but you know, some people feel like if you got haters, it's because you're doing something right. I feel if you got haters, it's because you're doing something wrong. Like, I used to play basketball. I got a friend named Nate Wallace. He plays basketball. Now, true enough, Nate's better than me. So when I see him at Hillcrest or they hooping, I kind of just sit in the stands and I don't necessarily cheerlead, but you know, I'm letting people know, hey, can't nobody hold Nate. But if Nate was to call me and say, Mike, I'm better than you, and you can't beat me, he's going to have to play me right now, whether he wants to or not. And he might win. But the point is, he's going to have to get out there and play.
So you're saying a hater is someone who challenges you and that challenge will be defeated?
No, ma'am. I'm simply saying that a hater is somebody, well, kind of what you said. I guess, something like that. I guess my definition of a hater is...
An uneducated fan?
No, just somebody who thinks they can do something better than you, but they really, really can't. You know what I mean? So once you take that away from people, and when they start supporting you, instead of trying to compete with you, then you lose all your haters. I got nothing but supporters, no haters.
So if you can't beat them, join them.
Right.
All right. Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen.